God rarely reveals himself when you're rushed. It's like when that man of God, that servant of God, Moses, was going through and he saw the burning bush. He wasn't going 80 miles an hour, just enough. Like, bloop. Put it on my story. I'll look at it later. He stopped. He wasn't rushed. He had an encounter with God because he wasn't rushed. When you're rushed, you'll tend to overlook things. God said, be still and know I'm God. When you're in the valley, go through it. And while you're going through it, prepare so you can handle the blessing when it comes. How do I do that, Pastor? Prepare a quiet time with him. Begin to worship. Learn to worship him, not because of what he's giving you, but just because of who he is in your life. I'm going through a dark. Sometimes when you're in the valley, you don't even feel him. It's dark. I don't feel him like when I'm in the mountaintop. Well, you may enjoy him when you're on the mountaintop, but you don't get to know him intimately until you go to the valley. That day on May 4th, 2017, we get the call. They hadn't even served us our ravioli yet. And I didn't want to make a scene in front of everybody there in the restaurant and ruin everybody's dinner. And I knew what was getting ready to happen. The valley had just come knocking at our door, and I knew the effect that it was going to have on my loved ones that were there with me. So all I said is, we got to go. And they could tell by the look on my face and the sound in my voice that something wasn't right. I just said, get up. They looked at me like, huh, what? Get up, we got to go. Get up. Not really understanding. Some of you are in the valley, you're not really understanding it yet. And it's not for you to understand. It's for you to learn through and go through. Because once the mountain ends, you're in the valley. But I got good news for you. That the valley doesn't stay the valley forever. It's a valley because on both sides is another mountaintop that God is getting ready to take you. And if you throw in the towel while you're in this valley, you'll never experience the joy coming out of the valley and onto the mountaintop. When you come out the mountaintop on the other side, you look back over your shoulder and said, you tried to take me out. You tried to assassinate me. You tried to make me hopeless. You tried to make me throw in the towel. But as for me and my house, we're going to serve him. As for me and my life, I'm going to give him everything I have. You thought you had me, but you don't have me no more. You thought you took me out 2 years ago. You thought I was going to get so discouraged that I was going to quit. But here I am today. Look what the Lord has done. Look what he's done in my life. It's not perfect, baby, but I'm here. Devil, I come to tell you today, I am here. You tried to ruin my story, but I'm here. You tried to take me out with addiction, but I'm here. You tried to make me so discouraged I would quit, but I am here. Turn around and tell your neighbor, I'm still here.